हाथ लगा कचरा बहुत फटा फटके पड़ी ना तो कुछ मत
झरना में दो
झरना बह रही
नहीं मैं इनका है अरे तेरे हम चला
और चल जे ऐसे कर गलत काम नहीं कर
ना ही गलत काम नहीं
गलत काम अगर होला ना वो हम कैमरा फ्रेंडली नहीं हो
भाई बच्चों की जो टी शर्ट look at the sunrise and as well.
तो फिर कौन होगा
Sign off here as high as
ऐसे पट
expectation. A tidy movement into the side.
दूसरा कुछ ट्राई करो
Point stable and say yes, what is there to play for? And yet so many times we've seen
आज
situations
थोड़ा कौन है उसका डाउनलोड करना है टर्न दे ऐप डाउनलोड करो फटाफट हो जाएगा हमारे लिए थोड़ा है उसका पता नहीं क्या कहता है आज भात दाल भुजिया सब्जी
अरे कहाँ ठाक गए चूल्हा अंदर हुआ
ढाका में तो हो गई
बिगड़ा गया हर चीज में ऐड दे दी हर एक चीज में ये महुआ पे पतिया करे पनवा कट जाए तुरंत ऐड
इमो से तो हम सारा बातें नहीं कर रहे हैं के बैठ के बोली 2 मिनट 4 मिनट प्रचार दे थे बहुत सही से
का तो लॉगिन करे बोला तो ईमेल आईडी मांगता है।
ना बिल्कुल मत करिए,
बिना ईमेल आईडी के थोड़ा ना चलिए।
हम बिना ईमेल आईडी चलावत रहनी है।
ऐप वो दूसरा है ना।
अरे हमारे हे वाले में बा, लेकिन एक लाइव में डाल दिया ले मांगना सही से देख लेते। क्रिकेट लाइव मैच डाला ना, लाइव स्कोर टोटल हवा
बहुत चालू बनाएगी।
क्रिकेट मैच डाले के चाहिए। कुछ कर रहा हूँ यहाँ से ये भला सब दुनिया भर के टर्म कंडीशन पाकिस्तानी ऐप है।
अंदर हमारे में है व्हाट्सएप पे भेज के।
तो है तो भेजो ना फिर।
ये लाइव टीवी एचडी स्ट्रीम में
ना ये नहीं है,
है।
वो पाकिस्तानी ऐप है। पाकिस्तानी ऐप हम जल्दी डाउनलोड नहीं करेंगे, कहाँ से पूरे 2 नंबर 3 नंबर वाले हम जुटम तो से फ्रॉड कर शुरू कर देंगे।
चलो वो वाला है, कोई ना दिक्कत हमें।
नहीं देखा, छोड़ दे जाएगा।
यही मेरे को डाउट रहा, लेकिन साले यहाँ देखा फोटो हुआ लगा है, लेकिन अंदर में
हम क्या कहते हैं,
दूसरा है।
ये कुल भरोसे लायक है या नहीं हम एकदम कि भरोसे लायक रहे, इनके ऊपर भरोसा नहीं कर सकते लोग।
That kind of service. One of the reasons you might spectacularly has failed, really, having been so good the season before. And finally, a power pack batting side missing.
And Mumbai is strong point.
He needs to find someone. He needs to find somewhere near. He needs to find somewhere near his best if they are to go any further in this competition. Talking about the fact that he needs to find somewhere near his best if they are to go any
बड़ा शहर में
skills perspective, from a field set perspective, and what's going to be most, along with the skill of knowing how to check it, it's confidence to be able to change straight away and not wait.
लखनऊ से रहते हैं, लखनऊ हैदराबाद सब ऐसा है।
Very good job to see a better on the day. Sometimes you can get it wrong, but I think along with
एक दो बार करे के बाद सीधा हो जाएगा करे
trying to get it through the team, you keep playing off the front foot.
आज तो रोटेशन के लिए है ना इसलिए।
He said it was going to be good for batting and straight away. It looks like it's absolute belter.
Yeah, and I'm interested with the field changes going on. Deep square leg, so sweepers offside on, and now you have a long on. Long on suggests that he's got. Oh, that's a great leg. Perhaps he can let it in on as a.
use everything that's available in the
Esta
surface.
partida va por
If the
pensar que
ball
será
swings from there, it swings. It is not focusing on that as
Sabe
such.
que Sartini no.
No need
Basi
to punch
era
it
tuve
when it
que
comes
pegar
back
no.
in your crease.
Yes, no, and eventually a yes. So 11 of that first over, 11 for Nolas. Three for 19 in the last game when he took the new ball at Cummins. Started off the season rolling behind the new ball, but he's taken on the responsibility.
मतलब बात तो बाहर है लखनऊ आज जीत गया तो फायदा होती है लखनऊ का दोनों जीते करता है
तो जीता कब ना
और मुंबई अगर एक तो हार गई तब तो पर 90% वाला हो गया 4 में आ गई
बम्बई सारा दफा पैसे हारा
Straight away the young man's given the ball. T20 career still very young, only 17 years old, an economy of 6.8.
जीते तो फाइनल तक चली गई रेगुलर 8 मैच जीत गए
Got into his first game, he's excited. Just throw the ball straight away and say you're in the game now.
Yeah, as a 22-year-old, you've got no time to get nervous. You get straight into the game. You go to your strengths.
So nearly hitting a wicket straight up front.
Might be bottom edge. Yep, there is. It is a bottom edge. Okay, calm down, everybody. He didn't drop it. If he catches that, he's better than Superman.
This lays into the next one. It was well into his hitting arc. Anything close to Marsh's hitting arc, it's going a long way.
A different series for length. I'm trying to force the first ball off the back foot. This one, that's 2 full. You got long levers and full back swing like that. No ground in the world is big enough for Mitchell Marsh. That's 85 metres, and I don't think that is anywhere near the middle of the bat.
Yeah, surface also with the new ball, it's not going to spin. And so, yeah, you don't have a whole lot to play with as the left arm spinner. Yes, you're trying to take the ball away from him, and you might deceive him with one if he's looking for spin and looking to be defensive, kind of with one that carries on with the arm. Big breakout season for Harsh. If you tend to watch the Ranji Trophy scores as the season develops, his name kept popping up, Harsh Dubey. So next time you watch Vidarbha play, your eyes go around on that scorecard, and inevitably he was taking wickets, scoring runs. It was a breakout season for him, just 22. This thought he could go and bat at that level. Maybe there's a Jadeja, there's an Akshar Patel, there's a Harsh Dubey.
I hope he doesn't hear all that. Let him go. Let him have a go. Let him be him. Long way yet to go to develop.
From the India A squad to get England ahead of the test matches, along with a very impressive left-arm spinner called Manav Sutar.
There comparisons happen because there's the attempt to replicate what's been before.
It's 19 for the loss.
Great come back in that over. 6 off his second ball, which you can see the game.
The first 6 overs. Your eyes go to number 1, but they also go to number 4. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, 14 sixes already. But Mitchell Marsh is up, moving up that list. 16. He's already hit 2 today. Hardly say that 6 is in the first 6 overs. Overall, there's still no catching up with Nicholas Pooran. He's been a bit short of runs. We talk of Rishabh Pant at 3, Pooran 4, maybe to match the middle overs. Cummins again. As you watch this contest, you can get ready to spin shop, win with the Tata Neu Power Play. There's always more for you. You've got a chance to win Tata Neu box tickets, smartphones, maybe a Tata Curve every week. Lots happening now with Tata Neu. An interesting season for Markram. It started off not quite being there. Then he discovered the attacker and rediscovered, dare I say. He's been a wonderful player since.
Yeah, I think it's a rediscovery because of the position and the adjustment. So having to bat at 4 and 5 in the 2020 game and then having to go back up to opening the batting, and you'll take what a position you can get, particularly as overseas players where there are only 4 that will play. And once he was kind of back up to speed, seemed then able to make the play up at the top. Fortunate also that Marsh at the other end kind of bought him some time with a quick start out the blocks.
Look at the timing on that. Wow. There was a bit off. It was just a little wide. But he beat him to his right.
The reason the bit off's wide is because Aiden Markram tends to slice the ball. Generally hits the ball square, but this is perfection. That's not a bad ball by any stretch. Nice and straight. Full face the bat. Last bit off that no.
Although it's not just in the shot that it's coming on pretty well. People like Latham, people like Markram sometimes draw the tough gig down there. Open the batting in test matches, bat in the middle in white ball cricket. Most people like it the other way around. Go up in white ball, bat in the middle in test matches. Now Marshall's strike is a long on and the deep square. It's a ball straight. It's gone in that hot zone, but it's gone along the ground for 2.
First 4 balls of this over that he bowled to Aiden Markram, that would be exactly what his plan would be to Mitchell Marsh. This is what it can do psychologically, even to a bowl with the great skill and great temperament of Pat Cummins. It's the pressure of a batter at the other end can force you into doing things that you're not comfortable with, and your execution is just slightly off. And also thinking,
ahora como nada, hay que la
what I mean by that, you don't want to be giving yourself negative commands, because essentially it's only the command you get. 28 without loss.
Spin again for the Sunrisers. Oh, now was there an opportunity there for Rishan Kishan? If we call wide, that's okay down the leg side.
This time, yes, a missed opportunity.
थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक का ध्यान आते हैं कि विकेट गई
Down the leg side.
थोड़ा मिस्टेक कईला सर First
And he
shot.
doesn't collect it. Oh, big chance that. He'll be disappointed with himself, Ishan Kishan. And the youngster just starting up. He'll say I should have got a wicket with the first ball of each over. Be a little more disappointed with this one than the earlier one. That reminded a lot of the keeper. What made this one more of an opportunity is you know that there's not going to be any turn in the power play here, particularly at the pace that he's bowling. Well, there's so much space there that all he's got to do is put that ball. He doesn't beat the fielder by much, but it doesn't matter. I don't think that one came off the middle either. That certainly wasn't off the middle, and you saw the captain applauding the bowler there. He said, "You beat him. This is what we wanted to do. The length's slightly shorter. It's a big inside edge, but it just shows the power of Mitchell Marsh. He's trying to take that over mid-on. Got the deep mid-wicket back for any kind of miss hit, but not this one." He's got to show courage here and keep going there. Bowl another good one. Let me think back. Often spinners would
अभी तो
say,
ज्यादा ओवर ना ही
getting
गए
it up and out the hand, that's what a good ball is. Not in T20 cricket. You know, the Rupe on the go fourth the season. Actually, six wickets hit. Good combo. That's a little better shot because he hit that absolutely straight. This time it's smarter. As a bowler, you look at this in the middle of the field, it's a bit. I thought a decent ball, but the batter doesn't make it. This is the ball that goes up out of the head slightly. Any batter is looking for the ball and just swing through the line. Put evasive action out there by the cameraman. Well done. 13 of this over. Brilliant from Markham. Jeez, good form today. He's at such a he's at 3 great shots already. 45 for no run.
नहीं नीचे मारता है और मारता है
This is such a good shot. Have a look at the line. That pitched on leg stump, and that's missing leg stump. But the fact that he's able to still control of that face, that dead straight, flash batting. Fast start from LSG. 2 openers in the runs again already.
इधर काम है भाई
उनका कह दिए उनका एक प्रेशर मारता है प्रेशर वो तो नहीं हुई
You can see the things are there for a fine young left arm spinner, but he's been thrown into the deep end. Against 2 quality players. First change in bowling. Starts with a wide one. They've got off to a racy start here. Lucknow Super Giants. They need to make the play. We've been saying with whatever has happened previously or yesterday, 3 teams qualifying. They've got destiny in their own hands. A new set of commentators. Vikas Gupta joins us. Aaron is still here. He's just carved it over. That's one of the reasons why he's called the Bison. He's got all the power. And Harshal Patel, first delivery was a wide, and the first legal delivery has gone for a maximum, and that's the half-century partnership. That's a shot and a half. Off the back foot. All the bubbles. And that's a massive hit. Even though that's the shot to say it doesn't really matter. Mitch Marsh.
बासठ में 3-4 बने 52
The toss, the toss,
that's not necessarily a bad thing for
मिचेल मार्शल आज खेला
the LSG batters.
फिर
Give them an opportunity to not worry about the scoreboard. Go out there and act really. Must-win game. Every game that they play from here on still are in the race. Right power.
इस पीछे पे जाओ दिखाओ
That's the way you need to play. The margin for error is so small. The ball hits.
मुझे आज कल की वीडियो कैसे पता चलता
So far, it just was 30 man. Think of Harshal Patel on the cusp of a landmark. He can be the third fastest Indian to 150 wickets if he gets one more. In fact, he'll be fifth on that list. Bhuvneshwar Kumar 193, Dwayne Bravo 183, Jasprit Bumrah in 141 games. Harshal Patel, he's been Mr. Consistent in IPL. Goal in the power play. Lovely timing. This time, just to the right of point fielder. This is a blazing start by the Super Giants.
All class from Aiden Markram here. He's raced to 21 off 10, and that feels like it's under the radar at the moment. You've got shots like this, the cross-seam delivery, so there's no movement. He uses the pace, he uses that bottom hand to really steer the back face open, so he beats back to the point, beats the man in the deep patrol in the deep point boundary. All class.
Was a crossing as well. Just sliding onto the at the moment. He's hardly had any failures this season. Just look at two different set of right-handers, Aaron. Both of them access different parts of the boundary. Somebody like Markram does access the square boundary on the offside.
Yeah, he certainly does. That's what makes this combination really difficult to bowl to as well, because they've got such different strengths. The sense of his run behind point, that's an extraordinary amount. Using the pace, he's using his touch.
Not to forget that he can drive the ball really nicely through the offside. 57 without loss.
अरे तेलिया
मोबाइल चल रही है
Very good start for LSG. Rishabh Pant at the toss did mention that it's game by game. That's all they can do and wait that things do pan out for them. They've got off to a fast start.
This ball is one of the brightest spots for LSG this season. With Mitch Marsh and Ian
जबरदस्त
Markram.
है जबरदस्त है
Seeing the form earlier on. Markram generally in this form and bats at number 4 for
ये खत्म हो जाएगा
this form. Adjusted so well back to the opening phase.
Ishan Malinga. Facing the left arm in a couple of overs. Pulled away powerfully through the onside. It's the Bison again.
Not necessarily a bad delivery, this one. A back. And he's so strong. Especially that shot. A horizontal bat shot, maybe a little dive.
नेटवर्क काम नहीं करते तो 5 दिन मोबाइल पे जब नहीं बरोबर चलो था मैं 5G पे जब नहीं चलता बरोबर तो बाकी दूसरे काटते हैं चलो
सिस्टम लगा दिए अंदर वाला वो
Really horizontal.
अंदर कनेक्शन नहीं हुआ
लगाए यार
It has taken a stunning performance in spite of the dent. The Tata girls
देखने वाले और ठीक से लगा
कोई मिला जो आज जो आज जो मैं करा हुआ तो बस वही में 20 का चला हुआ था कुछ नहीं
ये दूसरा मिलना आने वाला है
आज जो पूरा बाकी 4 होगा चला हुआ बाकी तो एक खुली का मिला सब चलेगा पूरे
दोनों का सेम होता है पूरा आने वाले में 386 का और
This is an incredible shot. Bowler, first release. No time. The line up the bowler. Take a look. Happy shot. He punishes you. Whereas the other man, very quick, even the smallest of it on the offside, he cuts you. Slightly up, he drives you. So that's the big conundrum as a bowler, whatever bowler you are. There's always a lot of talk about a left-hand, right-hand combination at the top. Sometimes two right-handers with such contrasting styles can be as difficult to bowl to. I talked earlier about Pat Cummins, how he started that after having been a perfect plan for Mitchell Marsh, what he was trying to achieve. What does swap over? Viewers are running everywhere.
Yeah, this is exactly what you're talking about. On the up, slightly fuller, not too full, and it's been driven gloriously through the offside.
That's not a bad ball by any stretch. Sliding back in, top of fourth stump. It is just gorgeous, gorgeous square drive. Face again. He's not overhitting the ball. Look how late he hits it. He waits for it. It's right under his eyes. It's in line with his body.
अरे सब रियल मिला था कोई बंदा का मालूम नहीं कैसे बदलानी
Taking pace off. Don't know about anything else, but the guys who went to the pitch report have got it right so far. Now, it's 69 without loss of the
बाल्टी
goal.
बन जाती
अरे दिन भर अपनी अलग पूजा करता है
The height is, yeah.
यही करता है
नहीं
Top of the
बने
watch. Now kicks down the CF tires to TC.
भाई देखा पानी गिरे तो नहीं जाएगा
Got it up there. Rishabh Pant in the company of his coach Justin Langer. Destiny in their own hands. That's all we keep repeating. Had a few chances. This is the situation that has been presented to them. At this stage in the tournament, what about Sunrisers Hyderabad? Cummins deciding to open the bowling with good sign, none for 20. Harsh thrown into the deep end, none for 25. Roshan Patel, the first over in the power play, none for 12. And Ishan Malinga. Similar thing.
LSU will be aware of that situation that will happen right now. These batters create style. Especially got Margaret with a lot of touch involved, but then a lot of power with Mitch Marsh. A little more. Mitch Marsh hit them.
दोनों का मिला दोनों का खोल हैदराबाद
Touch. Brilliant. There was an opportunity though.
हैदराबाद
On the
लखनऊ
leg side, something opportunity. No doubt. The kind of start they would want. Was want to out in this path that they would want to continue with the same momentum. Had a creative before that.
ज़्यादा हो तो नहीं बताएं
Come back. They look refreshed. That been the story in the past as well with LSG after a good start. Faltered.
Openers setting the tempo. Talk about overseas batters too. Or the Super Giants. They've contributed a lot. Like 60% of the runs this season have come from the overseas batters for LSG. And
once again gotten off to a great start. The end of the entire strategic timeout, and just the kind of start that the Huns would have wanted. Mars striking at 186, Mark going at 185. At one stage he was close to 231. The second spinner being introduced into the attack, Zishan Ansari. He does try and give it a big rip, but it's the length that will be crucial for the track against two set batters.
Yeah, you say the length is crucial. Absolutely, it is. Particularly against guys that haven't seen the ball before, haven't faced it before. Yeah, which way it's turning when you the lines. Looking for a length to stand and get through the line. You have to make a decision whether to push forward or push back. What he's looking for in between zone. Anything that is over pitch to Mitch Marsh, he won't care which way it's turning. He's trying to hit it straight down the ground, target the side screen, and target back himself. Even a miss hit to go over this 75-metre boundary.
Just back off the leg. Some of the batting right through the season and against spinners, especially the batters actually put down the track. What are the trends that you've noticed this season, both deep and
It's kind of difficult when the bowlers are bowling as quick as they are. Not much air cricket nowadays. And also most of the bowlers have realized the batters are playing them the length. If it's short, cutting or pulling, if it's full, they're going down the track or going straight down. So your options as a bowler, and so most of the bowlers, if you see, going for that in-between length where you can't slog sweep them anymore or hit them down the ground. It's difficult for the batters that just stepping out and reaching the pitch and ball. And if you look at this over, is a great example. The length that Ansari's bowled so far, that in-between length. Yeah, it's an in-between length. It's also a line. Defensive, at a stage like this, a defensive line can be a form of attack because you're looking to just get a batter off strike. You're looking to find a way that you can get a dot or a one, defending the boundary. Sometimes it can just be for a two, and that can change the tempo of the game. Then the batters then start trying to reach again. They start trying to force a little bit harder. Everybody wants boundaries. They want them quick.
that goes over long on. Slightly short. This is exactly what Deep was talking about. If it's slightly short, they just latch onto it so quickly.
Slightly short, but that is an unbelievable shot. To hit that ball with a straight bat off the back foot is an incredible skill. 79 metres. Might need to be a slight recalibration. That was huge.
See what the bowler was trying to do there. Once again, trying to just hold that shooter or a skidder. Would want the second. Great response from Mitch Marsh. What was turning out to be a very good over still goes for 12. 81 at last. Without loss. Any damage so far to the Lucknow Super Giants. Both these openers going strong. They're toe to toe with one another.
Yep.
Harsh brought back into the attack.
भगवान लगे जाएं
Yes, go there, but it's still gone for four. It's still gone for four. He was trying to go over extra cover, a little bit of extra turn. Mitch Marsh gets a four.
This is just unforgiving for a bowler. Just a touch of turn. He's beaten him all ends up there. He said Carter's. He's tried to go over cover and it's sliced away. He still races away from ball. The bowler would feel so hard done by that.
Young ball there. You can understand why this young man is not allowed to get Samson has the mileage of the Circle Mega Contest winner. Congratulations to Ravindra Singh from Uttarakhand. He's unafraid of what he's been doing more often than not. And again, just looking at that action, just looking at the way the ball is coming out of your hand, no wonder he's picked up so many wickets in that ball.
Yeah, I know he's gone for plenty. He's gone for 31 or 2.5 overs. But I'm sure you don't read Karthik and bench. He's looked good. It seems like he's got it in him. The angle, the drift, the seam position, the delivery that went for 4, brilliant seam position.
That's why I said he will learn. Because T20 cricket and the way you bowl in T20 cricket, even as a classical bowler, is something which you will figure out. But just the action, just the way he lands, and the way he goes over the ball, that pivot, everything has got the trappings of a classical left-hand. So it's a strong action, a repeatable action. That is something which I mention quite a lot for young spinners. Something which is repeatable and simple will always hold you in great stead. Fifth half century for the Bison. And it's been a well-made one. After 8, it's 90 without loss.
हाँ